day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Holding, conceding team.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, Mariota. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. San Francisco readying for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
People thought Jimmy Garoppolo was only going to be a 1-year placeholder in San Francisco when the team took Trey Lance 3rd overall in the 2021 NFL Draft. But then he led the 6-seeded 49ers to the NFC title game just 2 years after taking them to within 1/4 of a Super Bowl victory.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco. Of 16. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Once again, it's Mitchell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The numbers last week for Mitchell: 24 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Mitchell, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gould with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, it's Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kerry Hyder flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw, Mariota. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mariota now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. This one from 35 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you're head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run over center with Mitchell. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 31, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn. Seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And when they want
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Ready.
Third quarter starts with a run by Davis Price. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. A first down throw for Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
On third down, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
This is taken at the 23. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Right back to him on first down.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 115 yards rushing now for Mitchell. He's got a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Davis Price on first and 10.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Running touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 21 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. Mariota. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. From the red zone now, Mariota. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Yeah, that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Mariota will look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Elijah Mitchell ready to get back to work with the rest of the 49er offense.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered by. points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, cut. Opposite, green. Ready?
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Yellow,
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
ready up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On the ready.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mariota.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th.
So the victory here for